And these are the finger-like projections called as arachnoid villi, which go and drain into the dural venous sinuses. So thereby, the CSF is drained into the venous system. Next, you are able to see is the the subarachnoid space is enlarged at certain places, and they are called as the cisterns. So you are able to see between the pia and arachnoid. So deep to the arachnoid, at certain places you see a large collections of CSF. In this subarachnoid space, you have large collections of the CSF at certain areas, and they are called as cisterns. So you can tell mainly the large pontomedullary system or cisterna magna. You have cisterna pontis. Then you have the interpeduncular cistern, cisterna ambiens. Okay, these are some of the subarachnoid cisterns. Next, coming to the pia mater. If you look at the pia mater, it mainly consists again of two layers. One is the epipia, and then the outer surface of the brain. The neural tissue is again covered by a layer of glia, and that is why it is called as glia limitans on the surface of the brain. Now, I told you the pia mater is mainly made up of gap junctions, and when they reflect over the surface of the brain, you can see the blood vessels also traveling with them. So tiny blood vessels which are present. So when you remove the pia mater along with these tiny blood vessels and the outer glial limiting membrane comes as one single layer, and that is why the pia mater is also called as the vascular membrane. The pia mater is also called as the vascular membrane, and it is also responsible for the blood-brain barrier. Usually the blood-brain barrier is mainly formed by the endothelium of these blood vessels. Then you have a perivascular feet of the astrocytes, these two, and external to the astrocyte you also have a pia layer. Now, there is always again a contradictory opinion whether there is a subpial space. So deep to the pia mater, what happens is there a space or no? Some authors, they actually they are of the view that there subpial space is there. Other people, they tell that pia mater is actually intimately attached to the nervous tissue or the neural tissue. So there is no subpial space. This pia mater, mainly what happens is it can also perform the function of pinocytosis. So engulfing some substances. It also neutralizes the neurotransmitters, takes up the neurotransmitter, so thereby does not allow the neurotransmitter to spread to the unwanted neurons. But again, you can see the same function we see in the glial cells also. So with the short introduction on the meninges of the brain, today we are going to concentrate mainly on the dura mater, that is, I told you, the cranial dura mater. Now the vault or the calvaria of the skull, one half has been removed, and now what you are able to see